Welcome back to this book bowl tutorial, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do a keyword search using the product search tool. So remember, if you want to come back to this screen, you can either press on book bolt here or click on product search and it will bring you right to this screen. And to do your search, you can either enter a keyword or leave it blank. I'm going to put in a keyword just to demonstrate to you what you're going to see when you put in a keyword. And so I'm going to put in the keyword, let's say corgi, like the dog, and then just press enter. And now it's going to give you some results. Now, if you click on this drop down, you're going to see a lot more detail. If you don't want to see this much detail right now, just click back on this up caret or simple search, and it will just show you this information. And so I'm going to tell you what all this means. First of all, you can select a category. If you leave it on general, it's going to look for all the low content and medium content books on Amazon KDP with this keyword in it or related to that keyword. Your other options for filtering the category are, I'll start from the top here, are notebook, journal, music sheets, calendar, planner, coloring book, activity book, puzzle book, comic book, guest book, logbook, tracker, sketchbook, and then general. So if you know you want to make a sketchbook, you can select sketchbook. If you know you want to make an activity book or a coloring book, you can select that. And what it does is it will filter the search down to just the books in these categories. But if you keep it general, it will give you information across all KDP books that have this keyword. Okay, and then these filters here, or these settings here, of course, live deleted. If you are interested in knowing what books have been pulled off Amazon, that's a whole other video, what books have been pulled off. So the benefit of knowing this is if you want to learn from someone else's mistakes, then you can do a search for this just to see what things people did that went awry and got their books deleted. You can sort by BSR, that's the bestseller ranking or bestseller rating. I think it's bestseller ranking. And that just is where the book ranks on the Amazon charts. And then, or you can sort by the number of reviews that the book has. Sometimes you want to filter your search by reviews because if a book is really competitive or has lots of reviews, it might be harder for you to compete with that in that category or with that group of books. You can also search. We're searching for a keyword, which is what we put in. You can also search by author if there is a brand or an author that you do have your eye on and you want to see what they're doing. The advanced search, again, if you click on that below, this is what you get. You can actually pull these levers to customize your search and what you get. So right now the default is from BSR 1, which is the #1 bestseller, to 2 million. Now when it comes to BSR, the smaller the number, the better. So you want your number to be lower, not higher. #1 is the best, 2 million is not the best. So let's say you only want to see books that are just generally related to corgis, and you want a bestseller ranking of, let's move it from 2 million down to, say, any book that ranges between 2 million and let's say about 600,000. Okay, so now it's going to reconfigure what results you get. And the reason you would want to do this is because you want to know which books are doing well. You don't really want to compete with the ones that aren't moving and aren't doing well. So that's a reason for lowering your BSR. So that's the BSR. Then the average BSR Again, it's the bestseller ranking, but this is the average, and it averages out over 30 days. So you want to, in this search we're doing, I want to see books generally related to corgis that have a BSR, like right now, between 1 and 610,000, but an average BSR over the last 30 days. I do want it to still have been selling well over the last 30 days, not just within this last, not just now when I'm doing the search. So I will bring it close to about that number. And also know that you can actually free hand type in the number you want here. So you don't, if these sliders aren't getting you to exactly the number you want, you can type that in and see how it changed that there. So these two match. Estimated sales also is something that you can adjust. So in this case, we want sales between 0 and 5,000 over the life of the book. And so I'll just leave this here. Now, if you want books that, let's say you want books maybe that are newer and haven't had as many sales, then you can change this number here. So let's see, 0 sales means it's brand new, there haven't been any sales, and you might want to leave it at this if you want to see how new books are doing on there. So I'm not going to change this. Price $1 to $150, that's kind of high, but let's just leave it there so that we capture everything. And then the rating 0 to 5, yeah, we'll just leave that as is. And then the number of reviews, 0 to 100,000. Now, like I said, if you want to make sure that you're competing with books that aren't so, don't have a lot of review history, then you can lower this number. And the fewer reviews it has, the easier ostensibly it can be to compete with them, because it means they don't have as much history, so you have a fighting chance. Okay, so I'm going to change this back to simple search so we can keep going down. So now with the changes I made, the total results are 52. The minimum BSR is 33,287. Max is that number. And then the average is this number. And here you have the pricing information, lowest, highest, and average. And then the sorting is going to sort based on bestseller rank from low to high. So that means it's sorting based on what's selling the best to what's selling the worst. You can also change this to high to low. So maybe you want to see the slow movers before you see the ones that are selling fastest based on current BSR. Or if you want to look at them based on average BSR over the last 30 days, again, fastest moving to slowest moving, slowest to highest. Ratings count, you can do it based on that. Price, the date it was published, newest to oldest, etc. So you have a lot of flexibility in how you want to view these results. So I'm going to change it and filter based on average BSR. And I want to look at, I'll do it differently this time. Usually you see it from low to high, so the best sellers to the slowest movers. But let's try and be contrary and say we want to see which ones aren't moving quite as well. So that can give you an idea of what might be easier to compete with. And so here we go. So this is what you have. And so it will now give you each book, and you get all this detail about each result. The title, of course, this clock tells you the sales history. If you click on that, you will see this map that tells you the sales history. So every time you see this jagged line, it's showing you that there were sales that were happening on this book. So you can see this is how frequently this book is selling. So that line shows that it is moving. and you can see the sales rank number changing over time. Okay. And if you want to come back to this, you can favorite it. In a previous video, I showed you where to find your favorites. It's right here. So if you click on favorites, you'll see all your favorites. So if you want to come back and dig into this later, just favorite it and then find it over here in your favorites. The author, the price, the BSR. So this is what the bestseller ranking is right now. And you can see that this is telling us it dropped by 41,663, and it's estimating the number of sales to be 1. And the average BSR over the last 30 days, as you can see, it's not much different than what it is now. And again, it's just confirming moving sales is about 1. So it's selling maybe 1 copy every 30 days. This is the ASIN, that's the unique ID for the book. And it has 8 reviews, which is, or 8 ratings. And it's about, 4.5 stars, which is not bad. It's been on the market since July 11th of 2024, so over a year now. And here you have the description of the book. So this gives you some information. Like I said, this is high to low. So what we're looking at is, of course, a book that's related to the keyword of corgi, and this is one of the ones that doesn't have a high ranking, so it's not one of the better selling ones. So why would you want to look at this? Because then at least you can see what they're doing and know, what's not working. We know how to see what's working. Let's see what's not working so we know what to avoid. Now, off to the right here are the keywords that are used in search to find this book. So this book is showing up for these keywords. The books in this search, let me say, not just this book. And this tells you the search, volume for this particular keyword in this search. So that's what this is. So this can help inform what keywords you want to use or want to consider using when you're listing your book on Amazon KDP. And further down on the right, it gives you more information. So our keyword corgi has a search volume of over 7,000, which is not bad. That means it is selling. But then you can see it's also telling you that there are more keywords, long tail keywords, and what the search volume for those are. And so some of these are not really relevant to low content books. So you're going to have to do some mental filtering about as far as what's relevant and what isn't. And remember, we did a general search. And so that's why we're getting a more general output. But if we were to narrow it down, as far as the keywords, if we were to narrow it down and change this filter to one of these other more specific types of books, then all this would change. So I'm just going to, before I round up, resort this by average BSR low to high. So let's see the books that are moving really well and doing well and what they are doing well. So in this case, this is the best-selling book for this for the criteria that we put in for this. You can see author, price, etc. Now see the BSR on this one is 33,287. So way, way lower than the one we just looked at that isn't doing well. And this BSR had a 19,000 plus drop in ranking. So it's selling really well. And this is the average BSR over the last 30 days. So it's been holding its position quite well. And of course, the estimated moving sales are 294 over the last 30 days. So that's pretty good. And you can see the number of ratings it has, and it's been on the market since January of 2024. And I'm going to show you this sales map, I call it, just so that you can see how it looks different than from the other one. Again, you can see the jagged line showing lots of sales, but see how the sales are here in this lower quadrant of the graph, whereas the other one, the sales, even though they were moving, were were higher up here. Well, not even, they were even higher than this, and more spread apart, whereas this one has, you know, closer peaks and valleys to each other, which means more sales happening in a shorter space of time. Okay, so that's this. And that's how you do a keyword search for using a specific keyword and just the general categories. We can go in a different video into more detail about how to really decipher what this information means. But with this, you can go forth and play around, do some searches in BookBolt and see what the terrain looks like and what things might be good for you to pursue to make books on and what things might not. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe for more. I will put a link to BookBolt in the comments, in the description of this video. It will be an affiliate link, which means if you do sign up using it, I will get a commission for that, but it costs you nothing extra. And in fact, I have a code that will save you 20% off your subscription if you use the code UNWIND when you sign up for BookBolt, and that 20% stays permanent forever on your subscription for BookBolt. So all that will be in the description. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I look forward to seeing what questions you have, and I will respond in the comments as well. Thank you for watching.